It's Lenny Gray from lennygray.com. And are you finding on the doors that you're having a hard time being conversational with your potential customers? Maybe you're coming across as too salesy. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So tune in. We've got 3 steps that I'm going to help you to figure out how to be more conversational and less salesy. So as I've been on the doors with hundreds of sales reps, as I've seen hundreds of different approaches and thousands of different interactions with customers, I've really noticed that sales reps, there's some kind of weird barrier for sales reps where I might be talking to them in between the doors and we're having a good time. They're very conversational, they're funny and everything else. And then all of a sudden they go up to the door and the customer answers and they get into this robotic mode of kind of going through their initial approach and trying to sell somebody something. And I often wonder what happens, why is this barrier in place between, somebody who's trying to just have a conversation with somebody in between the doors versus once they try to sell. And I really find that the most successful sales reps are the sales reps who can really figure out how to just have a conversation, how to have fun on the doors, how to enjoy their door-to-door sales experience. And so there's 3 things that I'm going to recommend that you work on to become more conversational, to become less salesy. The first thing is just smile. When you're knocking on the doors, realize that typically what you're selling in door-to-door is nothing that's life or death for people. I mean, it's something like home security, solar, it's pest control, it's house cleaning, whatever it is. It's a service that you're offering, something that might help them, something that's going to be beneficial for them to have. But again, it's not life or death. If you come to the door, if somebody comes to the door and you're there and you're happy and you're smiling, I know some reps have even laughed, when somebody comes to the door like, oh, hey, just so you know, my name's Lenny, and they kind of go into their pitch. But just something to lighten the mood right away is super important. The second one is just use humor. Again, you don't have to be some great comic and some stand-up actor or anything to really be good at just making people laugh, making people feel comfortable with you. And that's really what it boils down to when we're talking to people and when we're ice breaking, just to have some kind of humor in there. Again, you don't have to get some standing applause, by doing it, but just something to, again, break that ice, make the situation a little bit more comfortable. And finally, the step number 3 that I think everybody can do a little bit better is don't be afraid to be apologetic. Sometimes there's different companies that train reps, and it's kind of like, you deserve to be there. You're the man, you're the woman. You deserve to be on their doorstep, and they deserve your time and your attention and everything. Well, at the end of the day, that's great in theory, but you're kind of an uninvited guest, right? You're on their doorstep, you're on their property, you're in their personal space, and you're uninvited. So don't be afraid to, even if you start out your approach with, hey, sorry to bother you. I know, you guys are probably busy here. Things like that show respect for the homeowner. And again, it doesn't pit you against them. It's not you against them and who's got the greater good for being there. It's really all about just you being uninvited and then you being the one that is trying to diffuse any type of hostility or awkwardness of you talking with them. So those 3 things: smile, humor, and don't be afraid to be apologetic. I think those help you to become less salesy. They help you to start conversations with people more, and at the end of the day, they're gonna help you to enjoy the job a little bit more, because that's what this is all about. I mean, it's hard enough to go door to door, to knock on doors of people you don't know and try to sell them something. But if you're having fun while you're doing it, if you're enjoying yourself, makes the job easier. It puts the potential customer at a little bit less stress level. It puts them at ease a little bit while you're interacting with them. And then most important, it just helps you to increase sales because you're building a stronger bond with that person you're standing in front of. So for more tips, go to the website, lennygray.com. We've got lots of training tools, got the blog there from past months that gives you really good sales techniques, really good information to help you become a better sales rep. So best of luck on the doors, and we'll see you next time.